How to shrink pimples. There are few things more embarrassing than a huge pimple in the middle of your face, especially when you have a big date or important event coming up. While prevention is the best remedy for acne, there are fortunately a lot of things you can do to shrink that pimple quickly. From at-home treatments to medical intervention, you have many options to choose from. Just remember not to try them all at once. Combining different acne treatments can lead to skin irritation and make the problem worse. Part 1: Shrinking Pimples with Unverified Home Remedies. 1. Ice the pimple. Ice reduces swelling and redness in any kind of inflammation, and icing a pimple for 1 to 2 minutes can reduce both size and redness. Ice is especially helpful for shrinking cystic pimples that are deep under the skin. Be careful, though, applying ice directly to the skin can cause damage, especially to the face. Always insulate the ice with a thin cloth or paper towel, and do not leave the ice on for more than 2 minutes. Wrap an ice cube in a thin washcloth or paper towel. Apply the wrapped ice cube directly to the pimple, and hold it there for 1 to 2 minutes. Remove the ice and wait 5 minutes, and then repeat the icing process one more time. The ice may cause some generalized redness, but this will fade very quickly. 2. Apply aloe vera to the pimple. Aloe vera contains anti-inflammatory ingredients that can reduce the size of your pimple. For best results, use aloe gel straight from a plant, or get a pure aloe gel at your local drugstore or health food store. 3. Mix up a treatment with lemon and mint. This at-home treatment was recommended by a New York dermatologist. Put a handful of fresh mint leaves and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice into a food processor or blender, and pulse. Apply the paste to your pimple and leave it on for 15 minutes, and then rinse. Repeat twice daily until the pimple is healed. Active ingredients in the peppermint reduce inflammation and redness, and the acid in the lemon juice can help prevent bacterial growth. 4. Shrink the pimple with green tea. Cold green tea includes a number of anti-inflammatory ingredients that can help soothe breakouts and shrink the size of a pimple. Dip a washcloth or cotton ball in chilled green tea. Wring it out a bit, and apply it to the pimple for 1 to 2 minutes. Repeat this process 4 or 5 times per session. You can also apply green tea bags that have been used to brew tea and then refrigerated directly to the skin. 5. Try a baking soda and water paste. Baking soda absorbs oil and when applied to pimples, can reduce their size. Wash your face and then mix about 2 tablespoons of baking soda with just enough water to form a paste. Apply the paste to your pimple and leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes, until the paste dries. Rinse the paste off thoroughly. Baking soda can over-dry and irritate the skin, so don't leave it on for more than 15 minutes, and only use this treatment every few days. 6. Avoid wacky at-home remedies. Some of the most popular at-home pimple treatments, like applications of toothpaste and even urine, are at best ineffective, and at worst can cause serious irritation, especially in people with sensitive skin. Stick with medically verified treatments for your pimples to avoid making things worse. Part 2: Shrinking Pimples with Commercial Products. 1. Apply an over-the-counter acne spot treatment. There are numerous acne spot treatments on the market that are designed to quickly shrink and heal a pimple. The most common active ingredients are benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, and sulfur. Each of these ingredients fight acne in different ways, but creams containing sulfur are usually the fastest and most well-tolerated ingredient for shrinking pimples quickly. Sulfur is usually only found in higher-end formulations sold at cosmetics retailers, but there are an increasing number of grocery store varieties that are available. Read the labels carefully to find the active ingredients. Don't mix different spot treatments at the same time or in rapid succession, or you risk seriously irritating your skin. 2. Use a clay mask to shrink pimples. Clay masks are an eons-old method for treating acne in general, and reducing the size of pimples quickly. The clay works primarily by pulling excess oil from the skin and drying out blemishes, and additional ingredients can have further pimple-fighting effects. For optimal results, look for a mask that contains bentonite clay and sulfur. Apply the mask as directed to your entire face, or just to the affected area. Overuse of clay masks can cause skin to dry out. Most masks are only meant to be used once per week. Some people prefer to make their own clay masks so that they can avoid unnecessary or harmful additives, and customize the formula. Most recipes begin with bentonite clay, and include acne-fighting ingredients such as honey, tea tree oil, and oats. 3. Reduce the redness with eye drops. This treatment sounds odd, but many models and fashionistas swear by it, and dermatologists concur that it can help. Eye drops used to treat redness in the eyes, such as Visine, can also reduce the redness of pimples by constricting blood vessels in the area. These drops will not shrink the pimple or help heal it, but it will make it look less obvious for several hours. Apply a few drops directly to the affected skin and gently dab in. Let the drops dry completely before applying concealer or makeup. 4. Apply a hydrocortisone cream to the pimple. The steroids in these creams are the same that would be injected into your pimple to shrink it at a dermatologist's office. Apply a small amount to the pimple and rub in gently. Overuse of steroid creams can lead to thinning of the skin, so only do this rarely. Part 3. Seeking medical treatment for your pimple. 1. Schedule a consultation with a dermatologist. This is more of a long-term strategy for managing pimples, as it is unusual for a new patient to get an appointment with a dermatologist on short notice. However, establishing a relationship with a doctor now can make it easier for you to get emergency help with pimples in the future. Once you describe the kinds of outbreaks you have, the doctor will examine your skin, give you skin care suggestions and advice, and possibly offer you prescriptions for cleansers, daily treatments, and spot treatments that are specifically designed to treat the problems from which you suffer. 2. Get a cortisone injection. The fastest way to shrink a pimple is to see your dermatologist for a steroid injection at the site of the pimple. These injections can rapidly diminish most pimples, but they are expensive and usually cost upwards of $100 US. They also should not be used often. However, for special occasions, like a wedding or prom, a cortisone injection might be the solution you need. Steroid injections for pimples should always be considered a last resort option. Repeated steroid injections can thin the skin and lead to scarring. 3. Consider laser dermatology. Laser dermatology is a rapidly developing field, and there are several new laser and light treatments that claim to be able to alleviate acne and rapidly reduce the appearance of active pimples. Look for a reputable laser dermatology center in your area and ask for a consultation.